Hi folks, it's Mark here from BBNI, and I just want to come with a message at this time of the year at Christmas. And really it's a message of thanks, thanks from BBNI to everyone out there who's serving in our companies. It's been a real honour and a real pleasure to have taken on this role in the last few months. And one of the loveliest things about this role is going out and visiting companies, going out to see boys, going out to see leaders and helpers and officers who look after our boys. And you are the people I want to thank at this time of the year for everything you do for us. As I've said, I've been out to see a couple of companies and every experience has been absolutely super and great to see the work that's going on. But especially I want to highlight my visit to Fifth Carrick, where I went and met a great company, great captain, Stephen, thank you for the invite, and to meet great boys. But to see the officers working there so hard with the boys, so committed, you can see great relationships, was just fabulous and what advancing the kingdom's all about. But I raise this story because I want to encourage you as officers and helpers and leaders about the role you have. When I was there at the night, there's an old friend of mine, Andy Robinson, was captain there for many years, but Andy managed our battalion football team when I was a boy in East Antrim. And what an example of a Christ-like man, that the best I've come across. He was incredible, and the influence he had on me and my development as a young man. And I still remember it 40 years later. And I asked the captain, what about Andy? And he said, he's doing okay. And I went on with my visit that evening, and 20 minutes later, who walks through the door but Andy? I haven't seen him since playing battalion football at 18. And the thing I remember the most about Andy was that before we went out to play on a football pitch, and we were very successful for a few years as a team, high performing on the pitch, Andy stopped to pray with us as a team before we even kicked the ball. And that said a lot to me at that time about the influence of leaders and officers and boys and the influence it has been in me all these years. Why did I tell that story? One, it was lovely to meet Andy on the night, took me back, and just fabulous to meet Andy and to spend time with him, as well as visit the boys. And yes, we're all about boys and the advancement of Christ's kingdom and raising generations of Christ-like men. But why I tell that story, I want to encourage you as officers, helpers and leaders, please know that the job you do is incredible. Please know that the job you do is about advancing the kingdom among our boys and raising generations of Christ-like men. You are doing a fantastic job. And even all these years later, I still remember with great fondness that officer who had time to take with me, to support me, to encourage me, to develop me as a young man. What you're doing now, whether it's in Anchor Boys, whether it's in junior section or in company and seniors, you are developing our boys and young men into being men of God moving forward. So let me take this time to say thank you very much. We can't advance the kingdom and we can't raise generations of Christ-like men without you. You're everything we need. See, please keep doing a great job for us. One small verse I would love to leave with you. It's from Luke 2 and chapter 10, or verse 10. But the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid. I bring you good news that will cause great joy for all the people." Bless you this Christmas. Thank you for everything you do. Please take time with friends and family, but most of all, find that joy that the Lord gives us all at this time. Thank you and Merry Christmas.